How many businesses do you know have a little cafe for their employees with live music at lunchtime?
And we have been captured by the thieves of the night.
If you'd like to follow the process of turning a block of wood like this into a guitar like this, then you've come to the right place. And if you would like to see me give this guitar away, click subscribe, hit the bell. So right now I am sitting in a hotel room, I bet you can't tell, in Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know what's so special about Fort Wayne, Indiana? It's the home of Sweetwater. Well guys, today is a day that I've been looking forward to. You know, typically I am all about supporting the small business, the small music shops, the boutiques. But sometimes there's a large company that does things right. And I have been so inspired by this company and the founder, Chuck Surack.
Always do the right thing, right? To me, it's so simple. Just treat people the way you would want to be treated. It's a pretty simple concept, really.
It is very different. I'm not just saying that. There is a different attitude here. There's a different heart behind the management. This is different than most large corporations. In fact, it's very different. It is the largest music store in the United States. Excited to see it. The day began with a tour from Adam, who's been my sales engineer for quite a few years now.
We'll go over to the studio, which Sweetwater Studios is still a very active venture. We have artists.
First, Adam showed us the auditorium, and it's a little dark, but whether it would be for a performance or for a class or for their rock camp, what a great little auditorium. But for the really big concerts, they've got quite a pavilion.
When Warrant comes through later this summer, they'll be playing on that stage over there.
What's it like to stay after work and see Styx or Warrant? Gladys Knight, August 21, or Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Kool and the Gang, Fort Wayne Jazz Celebration, and others all summer long. How crazy is that?
But it used to cut off right here, then we expanded, and we expanded again because we needed to. And then if you come over here, we've got our coffee shop that basically it's a Starbucks, basically. I still don't understand why Chuck didn't name it Sweet Bucks, but every other company is sweet something.
Yep.
Live at lunch.
Well, they're really awesome. Oh, so cool. I've seen they had like Victor Wooten here and Joe Satriani.
Yep. Over there, that building is the distribution center where all the guitar guys are as well and everything. So that's when a guitar comes in, for example. We take it, they get special handling because, well, they're guitars.
Right.
We take it in, it spends 24 hours in the climate controlled warehouse acclimating. Nobody touches it, it just gets set down. And then guitar gallery guys get their hands on it. One of the luthiers inspects it, makes sure everything's up to snuff, passes it off to the photographers who take all the photos that you see. And then another luthier takes a look at it to make sure that nothing was missed before it ever gets listed.
Okay, Adam, you got to show this is the picture that I know him by.
Yes.
Okay, so when he turned, shook my hand, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
Then the guitar either stays in that warehouse and stays in its spot, or it goes to the retail store. Okay. And if it goes to the retail store, we don't usually list it online for fairly obvious reasons.
Yep.
We have rock camp going on right now. There's a bunch of teenagers in there practicing.
So yeah, you've actually got, I mean, when we think of School of Rock, you've got School of Rock.
The Academy's right there.
The Academy's right here.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's where we teach all sorts of lessons, not just guitar and bass and drums, but there's all sorts of piano, saxophone, and...
How many corporations have a tornado slide in them? Not many.
I have no clue, but when this redesign, this part of the building was being done, the last week before we got in here, somebody had already started the rumor that was going to be there. but somebody flat out said it was actually here. That's where manufacturers actually pay someone to work here.
Right. So you got somebody from Fender as an example.
Yes,
Somebody from Fender,
right down there.
employed by Fender, but has an office here.
He's down that way, but
Okay. So,
over here is one of the meeting rooms that we have for office hours.
okay.
When a manufacturer comes to do training.
What might you get in one of these meetings?
So Personas was talking about their new interface this morning and yesterday morning, and they actually have their full lineup here because they have an in-house rep who's down that aisle, but today he's in there.
Okay.
Those are featured office hours. If I just have a question, though, I poke my head in his office and go, "Hey, TJ, what's going on with this?" And either he knows the answer or finds it quick.
So there's not many companies that I know of that have the luxuries that I find here at Sweetwater. I've watched some things, done some reading. You've got your own barbershop,
I was about to show you.
Aveda Salon. We can see that there's an Aveda Salon. You've got a movie rental for free for families. You've got your own doctor and nurses. Right. So there's your own clinic here. What corporations do this? This is incredible. Seriously, and I'm not being paid by Sweetwater. This is just me. This is just some really, really cool things that take place here. How long have you worked here?
It'll be 9 years, August 13th.
And I think that I've probably been on the phone once in a while with you over the last 9 years. I think probably since
Somewhere near
pretty
that.
close to when you got here.
The first 3 months, we aren't on the phones at all.
Okay, right.
We go through Sweetwater University.
Yep.
And that, as we jokingly refer it, that's drinking from the fire hose.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to learn, and they don't expect you to maintain all of it, because
If I remember right, there's like 300 classes.
it sounds about right.
There's like 300 classes. It's 15 weeks, right?
Yep.
15 weeks to get trained in so they know what they're talking about. That's why you are a sales engineer and you're not just a salesman.
Yep.
So I've really appreciated just watching a little bit from Chuck Surack. So, and some of his attitudes, his heart for treating his employees and also the customers, things like always do the right thing.
Early on in my career, I had to do an advanced replacement because something got screwed up by us. Simple, screwed up. Every once in a while it happens. We're human. The head of accounting at that point in time called me up. He's like, "Hey, why are we spending $100 on shipping alone to advance replace a $100 item?" Finally, I'd tell him, "Listen, it's the right thing for the customer." Okay, that's what I needed to hear. Approved.
And went through.
That's it.
And this is part of why I've been drawn to Sweetwater now, is that you guys took care of me like crazy. I mean, just absolutely took care of me, got it fixed. I had to ship it in, take care of it, and no problem, it was done. So thank you.
Happy to.
So this is fun. I get to be face to face with the,
Yeah.
it's weird how life comes around this way. So, isn't it? Wavelengths, Salon and Spa. Come to work, get your hair cut.
So is your haircut done here?
Actually, no, it's a friend's stylist. When I finally got it all chopped off, it was one of those, I always said I was going to donate it.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
my friend's stylist does that. Shall we?
Yep, I'm gonna grab a shot here quick. This. white Falcon. When we were at the we were just at the Blues Hall of Fame in Memphis.
Okay.
Just and they've got a 1969 one sitting in there, and I was like, yeah, I could handle one of these, but. I almost don't even know what to do. There's just, first off, I just know that there's not enough money in my wallet, but hey, that's the way it is. Need a reverb? You might find one here. Can I interest you in an overdrive? Or perhaps some distortion. So if I want to check out a pedal, I just grab a pedal that I want to check out. I want to check out this one.
Now, what company doesn't need its own bakery?
I am trying to piece it together what it must be like for a community to have. I mean, is there anything cooler in Fort Wayne, Indiana? I don't know that there could be. The company is set up with cafes inside of it. They had live music while we were sitting there having lunch on the little stage. And a lot of the people that perform on the stage, some of them are people who work here. There's like 1,500 musicians that work here. Obviously a company that's taken steps beyond what most companies take.
My wife and I have been incredibly blessed. We've been incredible. I never had any money when I started. I didn't expect to grow into anything like this. And I also know we can't take it with us, right? And I just try and encourage others as well as ourselves to give back, to help others. All of us that are watching this cast today, all of us that are working at Sweetwater, we are very blessed. We've got a roof over our head. We're probably getting 3 meals a day, might have a car or 2 and that sort of thing. And not everyone is in that situation. And so I'm always trying to help others, to give back. And we're supporting everything from the Boys and Girls Club to Easter Seals Art to Unity Performing Arts Foundation, just literally millions of dollars a year to help others. I want to encourage them, and I try and encourage our employees. If you don't have the finances, you surely have the time. And so give your talents and your treasures to other people, other organizations, and whether it's the Rescue Mission or Salvation Army, just to make everybody's day a little bit better.
Right. Showing that you can do things right and not step on others in order to get ahead. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been fun. I know this is a little bit different, but I hope you've enjoyed Sweetwater. This is what happens when I come to Sweetwater.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give it back to him.
You did great.
Can we see?